both the social media and the print media, that about 400 and something Book Haram members begged for apology from Nigerians. More than 400 members of Book Haram apologized to Nigerians. Many people did not understand the innuendo. That means that the federal government wants to release these Book Haram members. They may have been released by now. They are not terrorists because they have begged for apology. They have asked Nigerians that they are sorry. There are no more terrorists. They may have been released by now as I'm talking to you. The federal government was looking for an excuse to release them. But Nnamdi Kanu is in detention. A competent court in Nigeria, the Court of Appeal for that matter, ordered for his release. But the federal government doesn't want to release him because he's an Igbo man. He's the only terrorist in the whole world. Then you have to orchestrate the fact that IPOB is a terrorist organization. Boko Haram is not. They beg for apology. And they must be released. Someone, the Court of Competent Jurisdiction in Nigeria, Court of Appeal, ordered for his release, is still in detention. Nobody talks about him. People are pushing us to the wall. You are pushing the Igbos to the wall. We don't want to fight any war again. Is it by force to fight war? We say no. I know by how far we are trying to persuade these guys. Persuade them. Please, stop violence. Violence is not good. At times they label us saboteurs. That we have been giving money, we have been paid, that we are working on the side of the government. But the government fails to do the right thing. What does it take the federal government to grant Nnamdi Kanu bail, even if you don't want to leave him? I can stand as shorty. I'm not a senator. You can say a senator cannot be arrested. Or a governor has immunity, it cannot be arrested if Nnamdi Kanu escapes. I can take him as a guarantor. If you release him, he runs away. Come and arrest me. I'm here in Nigeria. I can forfeit all my assets in that regard. Seize all my property. But release, that if you release him, he runs away. Arrest me. Let me take his position. Let me be detained. Let me be tried. Seize all my property. He has no reason to be there. You cannot use the Supreme Court to deceive us. If the Supreme Court is serious, they would have tried him since then. But you can't use the Supreme Court to delay or detain an innocent person. He's an innocent person. Then they are telling us, bringing the picture of Boko Haram members who have apologized. Who speaks for Nnamdi Kanu? He's in DSS dungeon. Is it where he will apologize? I have been in that dungeon before. It's worse than hell. That's where somebody has stayed for almost close to 2 years now. It's very unfair. Someone, an Igbo man, is asking Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu. Was Tinubu the person that arrested Nnamdi Kanu? Why should Nnamdi Kanu be there after Buhari has left? Buhari was the person that arrested Nnamdi Kanu. He should be the person to release Nnamdi Kanu. Buhari should not leave that place without releasing Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu has no business with Tinubu. It was not Tinubu that went to Kenya to adopt Nnamdi Kanu. It was Buhari. Buhari is the person that must release Nnamdi Kanu before he leaves office. I don't know what is really happening. You want to elongate Nnamdi Kanu's stay in detention by begging Tinubu, who has not been sworn in. That is why at times I look at people I love. Many of our problems are caused by our people. Instead of asking Buhari, make sure you release Nnamdi Kanu before you go, we are shifting it to Tinubu. I want to let some people know. The worst set of people that we want Nnamdi Kanu to be released, the last set of people that we want Nnamdi Kanu to be released are the Igbo politicians. Moreover, the so-called governors. Not all of them, but those you think are your friends that love you are their worst enemies. They are your worst enemies. How can somebody ask an incoming government who has not even taken position to release somebody arrested and detained by another government? Why can't that government release him? What reason does Buhari have to detain Nnamdi Kanu when a court of competent judicial asks for his release? Then an Igbo man is coming out to say, please, Tinubu, we congratulate you. Release Nnamdi Kanu when you are sworn in. What has Tinubu got to do with Nnamdi Kanu? Then when he comes into office, another machinery will be set in place to release Nnamdi Kanu. When Buhari should ask the Attorney General to bring out Nnamdi Kanu according to the dictates of the Court of Appeal. If Buhari could respect the decision of the Supreme Court in the Naira, whatever, redesign or swap, why can't you obey the dictates of the Court of Appeal to release Nnamdi Kanu? Because he followed the rule of law. In the case of Nnamdi Kanu, he forgets to follow the rule of law. It's injustice. It's injustice, and that's what I'm thinking about. And that's what I've been talking about. But some of the people who say they are clamoring for Biafra don't even understand anything. I don't know. When you push people to the wall, they say they don't want to fight. We have fought before. We don't want to fight again. We want peace in Nigeria. Say you want to humiliate us. You want us to fight by all means. Please, I'm just making this video for this purpose. Buhari, please, I take God beg you. Make sure you release Nnamdi Kanu before you leave office. Make sure you release Nnamdi Kanu before you leave office. You have no reason. You have no reason whatsoever to leave him behind while you leave office. If you can obey the Supreme Court over the Naira, whatever, you have to obey the Court of Appeal over the demand and the instruction to release Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu should not wait for Tinubu. Tinubu has no business with Nnamdi Kanu. On the issue of Lagos, what the Igbo are going through in Lagos, I just laugh. I saw one MC Olomo or whatever they call him, showing power. I just laugh. We have tested this thing before. This galaga wey una dey do, when it starts, una go beg for peace. It's only federal government that can challenge us in Nigeria when it comes to abou. No other tribe. So this thing we are doing in Lagos, humiliating the Igbo, pursuing them, wounding them, fighting them, because we have never reacted. When we push us to the wall, now you go beg for peace. This Olowo and the MC Olowo and his clique or friends who are doing all this. Now from corner where they hide, you will be preaching for peace. Now you go run away. I know who Igbos are. When we bang back, now you go run away. Now you go cry. That's your Lagos. Your leg will not touch down. I know how we are pacifying our people. Cool down. Cool down. We are not cowards. We are warriors. These are the two things I said I should say this afternoon. Nigeria, you are pushing Igbo to the war. We don't want to fight any war again. But if you continue to push us to the war, no problem. Thank you.